Yo, hey guys, Ken Perriman here, and I'm back again with another product. It is this wireless mic set from Basin. Before we get started, I want to let you know that the company has sent this to me so I can show you all about it. So let's get into the unboxing of the device here and let's see what's in this box. Now, first off, let me just go ahead and get everything out because this box is so big. Obviously, you get your user guide, and then on top of that, there is your setup of everything right in here. With the help of Movie Magic, here I am. There was a lot to unpack. You get a lot in the box. So the nice thing about this is it's dual channel. It means you can use both of these mics at the same time. As you can see with these connections, you have two antennas set up so you can lock them into the device so you have a good signal in the area you're using these with. Most importantly, these things come in handy for a large range of items and tasks. I just realized this thing is metal and sturdy. It feels like a really high quality microphone. I love the design on this. I love the white. It looks really nice. Back to my point, you will use these as a prime example. Let's say you're a DJ. You can connect this to your DJ mixing device. Maybe you're doing weddings, announcements, town halls, things where you're using a big boombox. Let me show it to you. You can connect it to this big old speaker. Like one of these big old speakers right here, you can plug it into the back and you can make all types of announcements and talk to a large crowd, maybe even a medium-sized event where you need to talk to people in a larger room. More importantly, maybe you're doing a lecture at a small town hall area or a small room, medium-sized room, large room. I mean, let's say a company has a large sound system. This will hook up to it with these connections back here. So let's go over the connections. You have an Ethernet connection, your auxiliary connection, mics 1 and 2 connected right here. And let me check that. So yeah, you have a direct connection into this. You also have your power connection and your antennas. And the nice thing over here is you have this screen where you can adjust your audio. You can control your audio. You can switch between A and B. And you've got sync and your power button over here. So again, pretty high quality mic set to do all these connections with. You've got this cable that comes with it. I love the purple color on this. It's kind of interesting. And then your aux connection, so you can plug this in. You have your microphone sets, as I said, and these guys are really sturdy. Most importantly, this is metal as well in here. And that's nice. And then you have your cartridge door where you can connect your batteries. You can connect your batteries in there, lock it into place. It looks like it takes two AA's, right? You can pull this out on its own. This is your function button, on and off. So what I love about this is that you can also use this to plug into mic line A and B. I could possibly connect this to this system right here. That is a question. Let me check on something. Yes, these are outputable, and I actually have a audio system connected, and I have my connection right here. So we're going to go ahead and give that a test. Again, really cool thing here is maybe like me, maybe we're doing a podcast. You want to use these. Let me switch back here so you can see that. Maybe we're doing some kind of podcast where you want to use this. Maybe I'm sitting around here and talking. I'm just showing you as an example. Maybe we're over here talking about something and on the shelf, I can walk over there and talk about stuff. So I can connect this to my own audio system that I'm using. I'm using a shotgun mic up here, but I could switch over to one of these and walk around the room. Maybe you have this set up where you're doing some type of interview and you want to be able to either put these on a mic stand where people can talk to it. Maybe even more so, you're a musician and you want to get some good audio of you singing while you're playing an instrument. You can even use this second one here to either focus on the instrument. And that's the nice thing about this. You can plug in separate channels. So you can use mic A over mic B and connect it. In the back here, you can use these independently into your systems. I actually have two mic inputs on this other system that I have, but I'm only using the one mic. So again, stereo, other options. There are so many possibilities with this. And get this going. Let's go ahead and do it on film, just for the heck of it. Let's go over here so you can see everything. You don't need to see me. I saw it light up over here. So let's see, power button. There you go. And there it is. You press and hold, and there it goes. Look at that screen. That is nice. You have to purposefully hold that. So if you bump it, it won't turn off. Nice factor. Oh, I see. I got to get this in and twist it on. There we go. And then I can twist this up, lock this in. I didn't show you properly how I did that first one. It's easy enough. You put this on, twist it, it locks in. And then you can still twist this however you'd like so you can get yourself some good range. Continuing on and talking about the product that you get in the box, I didn't mention all of these items in here. Hopefully you might understand what these are for. The nice thing about this is you can set this on the base here, run it all the way to the top. And what it does is you can push it all the way to the top, but it keeps your microphone from rolling off a desk. So maybe you have a situation where you're constantly setting it down and you don't want it to roll right off. You can use this to keep it from doing that. And then, of course, you also have two different colors so you can identify, hey, this is mic 1, this is mic 2, or whatever. Again, you have your connection here, and then you also have these where you can connect out of this and into an output system, but I already have my own mic, and I'm going to test this out here in a second. So basically, I forgot to mention that you also have these guys. If you have a spitter over there that talks with a lot of emphasis, you can put this suck on. It's also, if you got a mouth breathe. So you do have this connected. We're going to go ahead and put some batteries in either one of these because I don't know which one is 1 or which one is 2, or A or B. As you see me right now, I don't know a lot about these types of systems. I am mechanically and engineerily inclined, so I am just playing around with these to get this set up. And I'm leaving that open because I think that might be a program button right there. So I just want to make sure I don't need to program this to the device and see if they're already matched. I do love that you can actually output mic A independently. So you can run it to 2 different systems. Maybe as a point that you have 2 different speakers and you want 2 different speaker systems broadcasting between 1 and 2. And more importantly, maybe you want to set up a stereo channel and you got these guys sitting together, maybe even on either side of the stage or some range where it picks up your voice or music or instruments, and you want that stereo sound. So continuing on, let's go ahead and see if we're getting any audio out by checking first power, press and hold. Okay, how about I turn it on? There we go. Testing, testing, testing. So it's kind of hard to show you this, but let me just hold it. Testing, 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 and it's very low. Let me check something real quick. It shows that it's got great battery. I do know that it's negative 28. So let's go ahead and go to A, volume. Testing, testing. Oh, it's very low. Okay. That's weird. It's way up. All right. Hello. There it is. I've gone through and played around with a few of the items here, but it doesn't seem very loud at all. So I've got to check the microphone. Oh, 20. Oh, it's louder now. Yeah, it's peaking, but it's got to be really close. So what I did is I internally adjusted this mic so that it was louder. Testing. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and test this to my own audio system. I'll be right back. So we're testing 1, 2, 3, testing. I'm hearing audio shoot out. I might have to dial this down. I'm actually keeping the mic intentionally away from my face because while it doesn't show a large jump on the meter here, it is showing that I'm redlining on the output. So let's see what this sounds like. Let me also dial this one down so that I can get a bit louder. Wow. What if I'm putting it out here? I'm just trying to see what this might look like. If I'm getting pretty close, I've got this really dialed down. Let's see what it sounds like. I love the sound. Now, it's just like as a microphone should, right? It's blocking out, as you could tell. As I moved it away from me, I'm talking louder intentionally just so it'll pick it up. But just a bit away from me, significantly drops off. So while you still can pick up some background noise, I do notice that it sounds really good and it's locked into me. And it sounds so much better than what I have seen with other microphones. This really has a great quality mic to it. I love also that you have here this setup. And more importantly, let me go ahead and show you what I'm doing here. Now, unfortunately, my other mic is off, so I have to actually use this. Let me go ahead and connect this piece. Let me show you here, down here. I only have A connected. I don't have B connected. So I'm going to turn on B, but you probably won't be able to hear it. Let me show you the overhead view here. Let me show you what it looks like when you turn it on. All right, so there's a bit of a glare there initially when you see it, but what it shows you is the frequency that it's operating off of. Something is, I've got to switch over. Hold on, let me show you this. As I have both mics right here, let me show you this. I'm identifying both, and this receiver is picking up both mics. My microphone system because I only have the one. And let me move it out of the way. While working, functioning to this receiver down here. Actually, you probably can't hear me. While this is working and communicating to the receiver, you can see that the lights are dancing and that the mic is working as it's supposed to. The problem is, well, there's no problem. I don't have that secondary cable connected to run into a secondary audio source or to even stereo connect them together. Because I have this one single boom mic, I don't need stereo, I just use mono. I am perfect with this one mic. So I could even use this system to do more communication and more talking, and really love the way this thing is set up. I love the weight. I love how it feels in hand. I like that, especially if you're some musician and you want to show off your music talents. You have a really great quality microphone. You guys tell me, it sounds really good. Yeah, I'm looking at my screen here. I'm shooting it almost into the red, so I'm probably coming in a little bit hot, but I can move it out. There you go. That looks a bit better. It's a little bit softer, obviously. You set this up, you adjust, and this is no adjustments. I've got to do some adjustments on this to use this continually in the future for broadcasting and whatnot. And that's why you have audio engineers and people who do things like this. I am just plug and play. More importantly, for those of you who are like, does this work? I connected the batteries, it connected to this device immediately, identified this one is A, this one is B, and started working. Now, more adjustments, change the channel, maybe change the frequency. There are those concerns where maybe you're mixed with some other mics and you have some issues of crosstalk or whatnot. You can switch the frequencies. You can switch it on the device here. Everything looks and works wonderfully like a professional system. So I love this is that those of you guys out there that are DJing, those of you guys that are doing speeches or talks into a large room, I love how you can use this box, connect it to a boombox type thing. I have an input on this where I can just connect this in the back here and use this speaker. I can connect it to that speaker, play, talk, sing, whatever. I won't sing because I can't, but the point is that you can use this in a ton of different ways. Using this has so much opportunity to get your voice out or your music out or your sound out. This is a really cool device. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I really do appreciate your time, and I'm out.